Good afternoon, my beautiful subscribers. Welcome to Sunday afternoon at Tarot Dreams with Anastasia. We're going to do something fun today. I just got done doing my angel numbers and it's uploading as we speak. We're going to go ahead and go into three of the most feared cards in tarot. If you're not familiar with tarot, as I was when I started this journey, these were three cards that I feared the most when I got my readings, because the world, what I would interpret them to being is negative. There is no negative cards in tarot. It's just the tarot is there to help you, to guide you. It's not something you should know that it's set in stone, because we all have free will. Um, but these cards are not anything to be afraid of. And I felt drawn to making this video because I'm going to start using a tagline. Being a Scorpio, our major arcana is death. So when an average person who is just not familiar with tarot, sees the death card, they think, oh my God, I'm going to die. And, or someone I love is going to die. That is not the meaning of the death card. Um, so the death card, we're going to start with that one as a matter of fact. So this is the traditional death card from the traditional Rider-Waite. This is from the set that I've learned on. When I started reading tarot, I was advised to get the Rider-Waite. Then I'm probably going to stick by that because the Rider-Waite helped me to learn that basis. When I read tarot, I do it intuitively. There's people that do read intuitively with tarot, and then there are people that just read the cards. They just read what the meaning of the card, they just use the book version of what the card means, and they go from there. I read different. I read intuitively. I let my eyes draw me to where I need to go, and pick things up. I listen to spirit. I follow my intuition when I read tarot. But the devil does not mean, or I'm sorry, that's the wrong one. Give me 1 second. Sorry, that's the devil. We're not going to the devil yet. The devil can go away. Okay, this is the death card. So you see with this card, you have this little, make sure, you have this little child who is turning away from the Death Rider, but the only reason why that child is turning away is because that Death Rider, the horse, has got his hoof up like this, and didn't want to be hit with that hoof. And you see that child is, or that mother, there is a child there. In some decks, the child is offering the Death Rider a flower. I don't necessarily see that flower, but I also don't have my glasses on. So, but death does not mean death. The death card means the death of something, of a situation, of an environment, something that you're turning away from, something that needs to end so that you can continue on your path. So when you see this card, know that it does not mean death. It does not mean literal death. You're not going to keel over and die. It just means that you're going to have a situation where it is going to end. It's going to be the death of that situation. Now, I pulled the three cards from 4 different decks, including the Rider-Waite, to show you that in some decks they're different. They're not all Rider-Waite versions. Some can be takeoffs of the Rider-Waite versions. I don't really consider the deck cards. Maybe this one is a little bit. This is from the Witch's Tarot. With this one, you see that the child, I don't know if that's a child or a man, but someone is offering a white flag to the Death Rider, and then there's flowers there. So they're offering that Death Rider flowers and waving the white flag, like, I surrender, I give up, let's end this situation. So this one is a little more like darker than this one because it's more colors. This is just muted colors like the Rider-Waite is. So when you see different tarot decks, there's different colors, different artistic versions of these cards. Okay, so again, this is from the Witch's Tarot. It means the same thing, just the death of something, not the death of physical death. And then this is from the Everyday Witch Tarot. You see the Grim Reaper. And he's standing in a bunch of water with a black cat. Again, it's not death. You're not going to die. And then this is my favorite version of the death card right now. This is from the Dreamy Moons Tarot. So you see that she is, it looks like it's literal death, but it's not. I love this deck because it's more of watercolors and more muted watercolors, like when you're painting with watercolors, and it's like the golds, and I love this deck. So again, when you see the death card in tarot readings, know that it is not literal death. It's just death of a situation. So we're going to go ahead and move over to my friend the Devil. Oh, and by the way, the death card is the major arcana for Scorpio. The reason why the death card is major arcana is because Scorpio is the sign of death and resurrection. We're the phoenixes. We rise from the ashes. So that's why we picked the death card. And a friend of mine likes to say that Cancer's got the Chariot because they got the first pick because they're a fixed water sign. Then came Scorpio, and Scorpio's like, well, I wanted the Chariot. I wanted the car. Well, all right, whatever. I'll take death. It's cool. And then Pisces was stuck with their major arcana. And I am totally drawing a blank. So they were stuck with their major arcana, which they're like, yeah, whatever. I guess I'll take that and I'll be happy with that. Scorpio and Cancer got what they wanted, but I'm stuck with this. So, so the Devil, which is Capricorn energy, this is Capricorn's card. So this does not mean the devil is coming to visit you. Doesn't mean that the devil is going to show up and like get you to sign over your soul to him. This is obsession, addiction. This is maybe someone that you're dealing with is in an obsessive situation. Maybe they're obsessed with you. This is a foreboding. This is maybe if you get this card, maybe you're obsessed about something. I get this card at the beginning of my journey when I was dealing with some other stuff. I got this card a lot because I was obsessing over this situation. Now that I've kind of given up that situation and am like going down a different road, he's not shown up in my readings too much unless it's about might be about something I'm asking about or another person that I'm asking about. But this is not the literal devil, okay? This is just obsession, addiction. So, and then again, this is traditional Rider-Waite, okay? Then you have different versions again, just like the death card. This is from the Everyday Witch Tarot. And you see these two people, they're lovers. You see this in the traditional Rider-Waite too, where you have the man and the woman, and they're bound by the devil, and he's ruling over them. Again, it's obsession. He's obsessed with these two people. He's going to keep them bound. Okay. In this card, it's again the man and the woman sitting on a park bench, and you got the devil offering them ice cream and money. I don't get it, but whatever. Offering him ice cream and money. bribing them. Again, this is addiction. This is obsession. He's obsessed with these two people. He's obsessed with breaking them up or whatever. His major plan is. He looks like, I don't know. He reminds me of someone. I'm not really sure. But I'm sure it will come to me. But he's just obsession, addiction. So there's nothing to fear with the devil. And just know that if you get this card, you have to pay attention. You have to look and see, okay, what am I being obsessed about? What am I addicted to? Because we all have addictions. You may think that you don't. Everybody has an addiction in one way or another. Addiction to money, addiction to food, alcohol, drugs. We all have some kind of an addiction that we need to break. Okay? Spending. So he's nothing to fear. Okay. And then again, I'm going to show you different versions. This is from Dreamy Moons. The devil is a bird, a dragon. Looks like it's a dragon. He's got the man and the woman bound. Okay. And then this is, now this is something different. This is the Witch's Tarot. Now, in the Witch's Tarot, they didn't call it the devil. They called it the shadow side. Okay. So this is just the same thing. But they just named it something different. You see the devil in the background. You see them hiding. He's scared. The man is scared for the light that the devil's giving off. Maybe he's trying to hide too. He's trying not to look at the devil. He's looking at her. But it means the same thing. Addiction, obsession. And then this is my friend. This is also can be Scorpio energy. This is the Tower. Now, the Tower, and we're going to go into why I'm leaving this last here in a moment. The Tower is not a literal sense tower, okay? So how it works is the Fool's journey starts with the Fool. He goes out on his path. He's got his friendly dog, and he's got his wand with his knapsack on it, whatever. That has his tools. One of these days we'll go into the magician. But what Spirit does is every once in a while it gives you tower moments. You want to try and avoid these, but they happen. There's nothing to fear about them. This is a good, my point of view of the Tower is a good tower. It's not a bad tower. Very few readers on YouTube look at it that way. I found one who believes the same thing, and he kind of has been teaching me a little bit. But towers are good. They're not bad. What it is Spirit will pick you up if you're not on the path that Spirit wants you to be on. Okay? They'll take you and they'll put you at the top of this tower. We'll use this one for example. This is Dreamy Moons. Okay? This is Rider Waite. This is Dreamy Moons. So what happens is Spirit will take you, put you at the top of this tower. Okay? Now, if personally, I wouldn't want to be on top of this tower because you have these flames coming out. You have this lightning that's hitting the top of the tower. They'll take you and they'll push you off. And where you land is exactly where Spirit wants you to land. This is when you resist Spirit. You put up your energetical. You just put up a block for Spirit. You're like, I'm not listening to you, Spirit. You don't know what you're talking about. I'm just going to sit here and I'm just going to go ahead and ignore you. Well, Spirit doesn't like that. Spirit doesn't get ignored. The Spirit may sit there for a few days, a few weeks, a few months, whatever, a few years, And then they're like, you know what? I'm tired of this person not listening to me. So they'll take you and they'll put you at the top of the tower and then they'll push you off. And you land where they want you to land. You have to pick up your pieces, pick up your life, and go on. And they'll guide you on that path that they want. So the point of the story is don't ignore spirit, because spirit will come get you. Believe me, I've had several tower moments in the past year. Okay, on my road to this. And spirit keeps every once in a while giving me a tower. I don't think I'll ever get away from having tower moments. It's just my personality. It's just Scorpio. Scorpio's like, I'm not listening. Scorpio's like, you don't know what you're talking about. I want my stuff. I want it and I want it now. So don't ignore spirit, because spirit will come find you. Spirit will pick you up and throw you off that tower. And you may think, oh my gosh, my life is ending. No, your life's just beginning. So there are no bad towers. Okay, so saying that is going to be my new tagline. Okay, I am going to be always saying there are no bad towers. Okay, there are only good towers. All right, so remember that when you get that in a reading and the reader tells you, oh, it's the tower. Again, this is something that only very few readers will tell you, that they consider these good and not bad. All right, but I always consider them good because they're always good towers. A friend of mine uses the story of, you have the Twin Towers. The Twin Towers came down to the ground, unfortunately, very sadly, on 9/11. And what's in the place of those towers is something better. It's a memorial. It's stronger. It's more impermeable. I think that's how you say that word. It's a memorial. It's a new tower. There's businesses that are in that tower. So where the tower comes crumbling down, something stronger, more stable will grow. So again, there are no bad towers. There's only good towers. Okay, and again, this is from Dreamy Moons. This is from the Witch's Tarot, where this one you see that the top of it was like a crown or whatever, a dome, and the dome is falling and it's starting to fall apart. And when you're in the tower, it seems like when you're in that tower moment, it seems like the world's ending. Personally, again, I've had a lot of tower moments. At the time, it seemed like my life was crumbling. That there was no way I was going to come back from it. And you know, where that flower dies in the fall, the winter, something new and bright comes up in the spring. So it's new life. It's new energy. It's brighter energy. It's kind of starting you over on your path. And then lastly, this is the Everyday Witch Tarot. Okay. So you definitely don't fear the tower. Okay. None of these cards need to be feared. There's nothing literal about them. Again, death is not the literal death. The devil is not the literal devil. The tower is good, not bad. So I'm going to end this here. If you like these videos, let me know. I will continue doing them. This is a test, a pilot, if you want to say, to see how you enjoy these videos. Going more into tarot, telling you a little more of these cards, showing you different cards. But let me know in the comments below. So I know if you want me to continue them. I hope you all have a wonderful Sunday afternoon. Enjoy that Super Bowl. I know I won't be watching it probably. I'll probably find a movie or something to watch. Because I'm really not. My team's not playing. Buffalo's not in it. And at this point, I could care less. I'm ready for spring. So, and with spring does not bring football. So, and I'm ready for spring and ready to shed the winter coats and the boots and get that kind of thing. So, I hope you all have a wonderful week. If I don't see you guys or you don't view any of my videos the rest of this week, enjoy Valentine's Day. At this point in time, I have nobody as my Valentine. So treat yourself if you're in the same situation. Love yourself. Take yourself out to dinner. Buy yourself a dozen roses. Buy yourself a box of candy. And just love yourself. It's taken me a long time to come to that. I'm still working on it. I think that it will be an ever-ending project for me. But love yourself, okay? You don't need someone else to make you feel loved. I hope you all have a great day, great week. If I don't see you. And we'll see you soon. Bye.